35 shot and 7 dead in Chicago over the holiday weekend. But if you listen to Mayor Brandon Johnson, crime is going down. Let's talk about it.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.
Peace and blessings, everybody. Welcome back to the Publisher's Desk. I'm Damon K. Jones, publisher of Black Westchester Magazine, blackwestchester.com. And this is where we cut through the noise and we have to deal with the facts, logic, and outcomes, not just rhetoric. Today, we're talking about Chicago, a city that has saw 53 people shot and 7 people killed over the Labor Day weekend. And yet, once again, the leadership gives us politics instead of public safety. There were 3 mass shootings ripped through the Humboldt Park, the Bronzeville Park, families broken, children traumatized, communities living in fear.
At least 52 people have been shot in Chicago over the Labor Day weekend. 7 of those victims died.
The violence included 3 mass shootings that happened at Haddon in California, in Chicago's Humboldt Park neighborhood, and 2 in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood, 35th and State and 36th and Cottage Grove.
Getting notified about another child being a victim of gun violence is one of the most painful experiences, not only as a law enforcement professional, but also as a parent. We are once again asking for the community's help and partnership to bring this killer to justice.
But instead of addressing the violence, Mayor Brandon Johnson took the stage to declare no troops in Chicago, no militarized force in Chicago. Then he pivoted to wages and labor rights and resisting Trump.
No federal troops in the city of Chicago. No militarized force in the city of Chicago. We're going to defend our democracy in the city of Chicago. We're going to protect the humanity of every single person in the city of Chicago.
53 shot, 7 dead. And the mayor's response is politics over the weekend.
I just woke up to some tragic news, and I want to send out condolences out to the family on behalf of Chicago Flips Red. I just received news that between sundown Saturday and sunrise today, 25 people were shot across Chicago. 3 of them lost their lives. Nearly half of the victims were targeted in a pair of mass shootings, both involving drive-by gunmen who opened fire on a large. This is what I've been saying on every platform that I've been on. When I went on CNN on the Victor Blackwell show, when he started telling me about the crime statistics and how they're down, and I keep telling these people, you can't tell us that crime is down because we're experiencing what's going on in our communities. You can't tell us what's going on. We know what's happening. We know how dangerous it is. We know that it's not safe.
Let's be clear, brothers and sisters. This violence didn't start with Trump in black cities and black communities all across the nation. It's been here for decades, long before he came down the golden escalator and decided that he was going to run for president. Every summer, the same cycle in black communities. Another young person killed, another mother weeping, another march, another rally. Politicians show up in their dashikis and their BMM t-shirts. They give sound bites. They take photo ops and poof, they just disappear. Nothing changes. No plan to address crime and violence in the community that they are in charge of. I know this because I sat with families that have lost loved ones to gun violence. I've even sat with families that lost loved ones to police brutality. So I've seen it from both sides. And I've seen the pain that doesn't go away when the cameras leave. Thomas Sowell once said, "There are no solutions, only trade-offs." But our leaders refuse to face those trade-offs. They substitute rhetoric for results. They talk about democracy, labor, and Washington. But intentions don't stop bullets. Speeches don't bring safety to communities that need it. And Chicago's not alone. And in 2024, Chicago recorded 581 homicides. Baltimore had 201 homicides. And these aren't statistics, they're funerals, they're bodies, they're caskets, they're broken families. Now consider what the African American Mayors Association says about public safety. On their website, there's a paragraph that says, policies position on crime prevention, gun control, corrections, reentry, substance abuse, juvenile justice, and police oversight. But there's no outline there. There's nothing to click on the website. So all this is political rhetoric. What's missing? No mention of restoring police presence that's needed. No mention of putting enough officers on the street to keep families safe. No mention of making sure that their officers are well trained and follow proper policy and protocol. What we're witnessing in the Black community is press release politics, while mothers bury their children. And accountability without results is just another slogan, brothers and sisters. And let me say this from a personal experience. I've been in law enforcement for 33 years. I'm retired. And I've lobbied in New York on city, county, state level positions in New York law enforcement for leadership candidates. And I'm going to tell you something that I learned. Too many times, they don't want the person that will change the culture and fix things. Work with the community, hold officers accountable, and actually bring crime down in the community. They don't want the person that can do it. They want someone who will manage the problem, not solve it. Or they appoint political insiders with no experience at all, chosen for their ethnic profile or their political connections. The whole game is about re-election points, not public safety. And the people pay for it in blood. And the first thing they want to do is blame Republicans, blame racism, blame the white man, but never blame their lack of policy and their lack of planning to deal with crime and violence in Black communities throughout the nation. The truth is simple. Public safety strategies must be implemented with the mindset of bringing down crime and violence. Too many departments are undermanned. Too many officers are stretched thin with overtime. Communities cannot be safe without boots on the ground, without real community policing, having your police officers get out the car and actually walk up and down the street sometimes. You can't hire officers that are scared of the people. You can't do that. See, because if crime rises under your leadership, then you should go, mayor. Then you should go, police commissioner. Then you should go, chief of the department. And responsibility must replace dependency because speeches don't protect families. Safety, community standards, hard work, and ownership do. So here's the hard question. If your leaders can't protect you from being shot, then what actually are they protecting? Democracy means nothing if the people can't walk outside without fear. Livable wages mean nothing if the workers can't make it home from work alive. Leaders say rejecting federal troops is about protecting humanity, but humanity is already under assault in Black communities, not from Washington, but from the gangbangers, the shooters, the carjackers, right in our own neighborhood. Washington has nothing to do with that. Black elected officials can't keep screaming racism from the White House when crime and violence has plagued our city long before Trump. It shouldn't take a president to say what the funeral homes has been saying for decades. Every casket is proof of our dysfunction in Black leadership. And rather than fix it, too many leaders find it easier to blame the white man, Republicans, or racism. But now the emperor has no clothes. And the naked truth is this. They're just defending high crime in our communities because they have no result to show that they could actually keep crime and violence out of the Black community. Let's call balls and strikes no matter what team is at bat. The Black community deserves better. We deserve leaders who value outcomes over slogans, results over rhetoric, and safety over political theater and photo ops. Until that happens, we'll keep seeing more and more shooting, more funerals, more young Black men and women being killed, and more excuses from the people that we put in office. But I'm not going to put all the blame on the politician. You got to put some of the blame on the community. Because our responsibility is to make our communities and our neighborhoods a decent place to live. We have to kill this no snitching. I don't know where this came from. We have to want to have our community safe. And we have to vote people in that's going to execute the outcomes. Part of it is our problem, Black people, because we keep voting the same people in and expect them to do different. That is the definition of insanity. And they know we're insane. When mothers lose children and we keep them in office. That's today's publisher's desk. And if our leaders can't protect us for being shot, then what exactly are they protecting? Think about that, brothers and sisters. I'm Damon K. Jones, and this has been the Publisher's Desk, Black Westchester Magazine, blackwestchester.com. Please support independent Black media by buying some of our merch so we can keep this going. And until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and most importantly, brothers and sisters, stay Blacktastic.
Rep the movement. Get your official Black Westchester merch today. Hoodies, tees, and more at blackwestchestermerch.shop. Wear your voice, make a statement.
Tired of the same emotional politics that lead nowhere. Emotional Politics, Logical Failure by Damon K. Jones is the book Black America needs right now. It exposes the lies, challenges the gatekeepers, and calls for real strategy, not just symbolism. Power starts with truth. On sale, now, and available in audiobook on Amazon.
Tolerance is for Cowards by Damon K. Jones. This book is not anti-police, it's pro-community. Discover how the extended policing strategy empowers you to demand real public safety, justice, and accountability from your local police department. Because the Black community deserves good policing. On sale now on Amazon and Audible. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and share it with others who need to hear the truth. And for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes access, join the Black Westchester Magazine YouTube membership club today. Your support helps us keep independent Black media strong. Support independent Black media with style. Rock Black Westchester merch and represent the news with the Black point of view. Every purchase helps us speak truth to power.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.